Everyone's like, oh, later in life, I want to do this. Later in life, I want to do that. Later in life is turning around, looking in the mirror right now. That's the later in life. And unless that turnaround is something in progression, later in life ain't gonna be anything different. And if you're not doing the now, don't ever expect the later to be the person you want to look in the mirror.
What are you gonna do? How bad do you want it?
For once in your life, have some ownership, some credibility behind your actions and your words. Mean what you say, do what you say. Follow through for something for one time in your life. One time, follow through on what you say. You will feel a high that you've never felt before. When you follow through on things in life, guys, you achieve the confidence, the mentality that anything's possible. It's not the title that makes you. It's not the success that makes you. The character defines the success, defines the fame, and it starts right there. Championships aren't won in the theater of the arena. They're won in the thousands of hours in the training room, in the labs, in the 5 a.m. runs, and it's raining when everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won. The heart of a champion is a light switch that's always on. It doesn't go on and off when someone's watching. It's constant. You must see the future. And the future starts today in the way we act. The small nuances when no one's looking. The character that's so lost in society must exist in the individual. And you go after something you believe. And then you never work. You never work a day in your life. You just do what you love. Stop running from the potential of what you can be, guys. It's inside of you. It's always been there. And I'll never accept mediocre again.
The thing is, when you look back on your life, you don't remember these days. You don't remember how cold it was. You don't remember the little bit of sleep you might have missed, or getting out of bed early. What you do remember is coming up second place, third place, not first place.
I'm always gonna give it my 110 fucking percent. That's the only thing I can ever say a solid day's work. That's all that will ever find peace in. If you guys do not do that, I promise you, your life will haunt you for the rest of your days. A wannabe is full of wannabe action. That's why they end up being a wannabe. If you want to be more, then your action better be fucking more. What you do in the dash. When you come to the gym, you have a birth and a death as well. You walk into the gym, that's your birth. You walk out of the gym, that's your death. It's what you do in the dash of the gym that will create something that inspires somebody else to come to the gym. So when you guys get into the set, don't rush through it. Thinking like, oh, let's get it done, get it done, get it done. Get it done. Get it done brings the end state day of death closer with a small dash. You get it done in it. You get it done for a purpose. You give it all your time and effort in the set, so your life gets done the way you fucking want it to be done. A life that's remembered, where a footprint is followed behind in footsteps of inspiration and motivation, is when time is met with opportunity and action. They collide to be a life of remembrance. The problem is, most people don't have a plan. And without a plan of your own life, you become the plan of someone else's life. You're not running the day. The day's running you. The differential between those people is belief. One person with belief overrides 100 people with just intent. You know, they say, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That bullshit line, fuck that, man. It's more than that. It's like the opportunities in life, you know, they'll come knocking on the door, but it's up to you to open them, push through that, and make them a reality. If the winds of life don't find your sail, guys, character is then born. Because that's when the champions grab the fucking oars. So right now, man, that's how we are right now. Our life is in a sedative state where hesitation causes our worst nightmares become true. We're gonna push through that hesitation, that sedative nature, even though there's no winds hitting our sails, and grab the fucking oars of life and push them to where we want to go, guys. The only thing that ever can give you peace in the world where your sleep is pure is when you give it your all. 110% is left there. Work, in the gym, whatever the endeavor at hand is. You leave it all there. That's the only thing that ever counts for peace in the world. If you don't do that, part of your soul's left there. I mean, if you only give it 60%, part of your soul's left there. And you go to sleep, all you can do is think about it. What else are you gonna do? You come in here and kill it right now, or stay home on the couch? You know, watching the life pass by. I know it sounds like habitual what I say all the time, but sometimes you gotta ingrain it in your head. What else would you be doing right now? Taking the time off, or taking the time to get ahead? It's just, that seems so simple to me, that solution, you know, the choice is there. If it doesn't seem so easy to you, it's because you don't believe in yourself. Your life is exactly what you wanted. Because every day, you've had choices to make. You're responsible and credible for every single choice. People coming home from work late at night, doing the same module every day. 9 to 5, 9 to 5, living for the weekends. 9 to 5, make a little bit of coin. So they can do what they love with who they love. But the majority of their life is spent in a cubicle, doing what they hate next to the motherfucker they hate too. Tired, man. Saturday, a lot of my friends at the beach and shit. I'm in here. I want to be here, not really, man. You know, we're all at the beach, having a good time. Would I rather be at the beach? Sure. But what is even better than being at the beach is driving home to your beach fucking house. They sit there and make excuses here and excuses there. There is no excuse for not being the hardest worker. Yeah, someone might be bigger, stronger, faster, quicker, younger, whatever else, but there is no excuse to not be the hardest fucking worker there. And when you believe that you have the ability to do something, that the life that you're living right now is going down this direction, you fucking hate where it is. There is nothing else to do but to change direction. And when it comes to the day, there is no other way. Boom! You are the man. You're the man before you start the fucking race. Because you believe it. And if you don't believe it, then that journey turns into a debate. Without belief, every journey will turn into a debate. I want it so fucking hard, to be so hard and so challenging, that when I get it, man, I reap all the reward. I don't want luck in the equation because I don't need it. You start saying terms like that, man, you're someone that believes. You got confidence. I don't give a shit what the endeavor is. You're gonna find a way to do it. Cause it's supposed to be that way. This is the fucking means to the ends. It's not the ends. All those motherfuckers that come in here with their hair done, the makeup, you know, these guys come in the shirts to be seen, missing the fucking point, man. Missing the point. You're not in here to get an achievement. You're in here to pay your fucking dues, so later in life, you never wonder what if. You know, there comes a day, man. Everyone's gonna have this day. There comes a day where being average, being mediocre is just sickening to you. It's just sickening. It makes you want to throw up. Because you've seen people with far less talent than you. As you're growing up with them, their childhood buddies, whatever else, they didn't have what you had. Yet now they're fucking to become something that you haven't. The differential between the people that are achieving in life and don't achieve in life isn't really their potential, what they're born with, their gifts, or anything else. It's their perseverance. Always showing up. Always giving themselves a chance. Every rep's another chance, guys. Isn't that our life? Isn't that our life? One can see a betterment and another can't. So he puts the work in that most people call crazy. They say, what are you doing, man? You're out of your mind. I don't understand what you're doing all this for. You know, that doesn't make any sense. But the person inside believes it. Fuck what they say. I don't care what they think. Their opinion doesn't pay my fucking bills, so why do I give it any value? I'm gonna stay the fucking course I believe in. Champions aren't found on the podium with their hand up. No, champions are found in the lab studies, the thousands of hours of hard work when no one's watching. That's what makes the will unstoppable. When you're in here and no one else is, and you're pushing yourself harder than anybody with no one around. Good enough, if you think about it. Good is a positive, enough's a negative. That's an oxymoron right there. It's hypocritical in its own sense. There is nothing that's ever good enough. The only thing that's enough is at the end of the day, the nth hour, the final hour, whatever you're fucking going for, that your hand is raised victoriously. That's when you know it's enough. And you're in the gym right now to ensure that that event goes your way. This day it changes. Every day forward is a better day. No longer are we gonna accept rhymes and society's rhyme the reason that we are average. Average is a weak mentality. Life should always be about, hunting your fears, man. That's the path to success. It doesn't mean that's the path you're gonna go on for success. By facing your fears, transfer of energy comes back into higher levels of confidence for who you are. Find your fears in your life. Find your fears. Write them down. Identify them. Because those fears are doorways to your success. Behind every fear, guys, is the person you want to be.
You don't have as many opportunities in life to take that gamble and allow life to play you. You must play life. You must see the opportunity once it's in the air. When you control the element, when you take luck out of the fucking equation and you replace it with a trained ability, that's success every single time.
Take advantage of today. Tomorrow might not exist. Tomorrow, yes, if it comes, great. If tomorrow comes, it's a gift. What we have is a blessing of today. Make today happen. And a year from now, it's gonna happen like that. And who is your future self? 1 year from now, who is it? It's like everyone's out of here, go party Saturday night. They're not willing to sacrifice. I'm like the lone survivor in here. You know? Tonight will be over with too. Tomorrow I'll be stronger for it. Another day will go by. 365 of them happen so fucking fast. Who are you gonna be in a year from now? And in a year from now, does that future person hold regret or pride?
Those things are those character building blocks of integrity and honor, principle, and dedication, sacrifice, and diligence, work ethic. You train them every fucking day, and you perfect an ability. They have a perfected talent, an ability that every day you pay your dues to, no matter what. Because you believe one day that ability will collide with an opportunity.
They say they're gonna do a change, but they don't tell anybody, and they kind of go about it. In the event that going about is too tough, that they can pass judgment on just themselves without having a third party subjective nature passing it on them every fucking day as a bullshitter. Another member of the long fucking line of losers of this world where second place is good. Now we're outside right now. Why are we outside? Because we want to fucking transform, man. So why are we gonna do what we're gonna do? We're gonna get a little more motivation. We're gonna tell everyone motherfuckers out here that we're here to fucking win. Do I wanna be here right now? No, I don't wanna be here right now. I'd much rather be home watching the game. But later down the road, I don't wanna always be just watching the fucking game. One day I wanna play the fucking game. So by being here now ensures that I'm not gonna be a spectator for the rest of my life. That's why I love the fucking pain of progress. Why wait, man? It's just like, if you wait another year, you just lost one, man. There's so many things that can happen in a single day when your mind is right. Imagine 365 of them combined with a mind right. What you can do, what you can overcome, the person you can be this time next year. Keep that in your thought as you're going through the humps every single day of where you can be next year. You know, it's exciting. You should just want to get up and just do something. Traffic jams don't exist that far because everyone else has already given up. It's like failure, guys. It's only temporary. Giving up, well, that's permanent. Giving up on your potential, but you can be because you're scared of the outcome. That's permanent. Giving up on the challenge and going for what's safe and comfortable, that's permanent. The belief once turned your back on. You turn your back on your belief of what you can be. If you do that, say hello to the debate inside your head for the rest of your life that never stops talking to you. This water that's coming out of our body is the weakness leaving. This water will dry into confidence and legacy of what you can be. You don't get stronger on the couch. You have to move to cause a reaction for change. To do the same thing over and over again, guys. That's psychotic behavior. The same thing over and over again will get the same reactions over and over again. If the path you're traveling is one that's not quite what you want, you must change the framework of your actions. I go to the gym every day and pay my dues. So I never have to wonder what if later in life. I never want to say to myself, oh, I could have done something more, or, I could have done another rep there, another set there, spent another day in the gym there. That would make the difference of being winning or losing. No, I take that out of the equation. I give it all I got every single day, never saying good enough. I have a plan of action. Otherwise, you become the plan of someone else's action. I go to the gym to ensure my future goes my way, where I'm running the day. The day isn't running me. I go to the gym to make the dreams a reality. Fucking sweat my ass off in here. Middle of the summer, it's hot as shit out. Hence why no one's in here. It's too hot for them, As if their time in life is gonna align perfectly. That perfect storm of opportunity for you to start your journey, run your actions. Bullshit. Oh, it's hot today. Tomorrow will be cooler. Maybe, maybe not. Today's the fucking day. Tomorrow's simply too late.
The thing is, man, is that are you willing to still continue to go? You know, even though you're hitting failure, do you keep on driving? Is your mind in it? Even though your body's shutting down, is your mind still, we can win some more? Because last time I looked, guys, potential, genetics, the gifts that we're born with, it's not what dictates a champion. There's a million people out here that never reach their true potential of who they can be.
It's 2 a.m. right now. No one here. Mano to mano, me and you, and where we want to go tomorrow. 2 a.m. What I love about 2 a.m. is that we're not living by the clock, man. You got the clock says it's 10 o'clock time to go to sleep, or 9 to 5 time to go to work. That's bullshit. If you're in bed right now and you're rolling around, you can't fall asleep, get the fuck up. The problem is you haven't done an honest day's work to earn that rest at night. 2 a.m. Not a fucking person's here. I can scream my fucking ass off. No one hears me. I can cry. I can shit myself. I can put an honest day's work in here that more than anyone does in a week, and no one sees it.
So it's really hard to really put the recipe of what success really is. It's a portion of heart, a portion of will, and an unyielding dedication to see that through. You know, and it's different for everybody, and there's very few examples really of true success to really measure and emulate from. What there's a plethora of are examples of failure. I can tell you the recipe for failure. I can tell you how it's hard to get off the couch and take that one step towards greatness. I can tell you how hard that is. I can also tell you how hard it is, 10 times harder, looking back on your life as time expires, knowing you could have been great when you didn't get off the couch, but there's too much time, you can't do anything about it. I can tell you how the worst failure in life isn't the person that fell down, it's the person that never got out to try.
How do you want to look in the mirror? Every single morning, do you want a positive reinforcement or do you want a negative one to go about your day? How do you want people to see you?
That gave me some weird fucking looks and everything else. Fuck them. You think I even noticed that? You think I give a shit about it? You know, no, I'm here for my own reason. My belief, where I'm going. In here provides a betterment for me, a purpose for me being here. They don't exist. No one fucks with me. Because I don't allow them to. They don't pay my bill, that's why I don't give them any value. It's gotta be that way, it's gotta be unconditionally focused. Progression, man, is a key to happiness. Always in a progressive state of progress. You stop progressing and stop moving towards progress, then all of a sudden you lose purpose in life. When you're always moving forward and having a belief in something, then all of a sudden what you're doing actually has purpose. And that makes it very valuable. Perseverance will always override potential. Always override genetics. And perseverance isn't this marathon of life. It's not this long race that we have to pursue. It's a lot of short races, back to back to back. Every day we get up and we fight for it.
It's you getting in your own fucking way is what it is. Humans self-deprecate themselves. Their mind will shut their body down before their body is willing to shut down. If you mentally think you can do it, your body will find a way to do it. When you come in here and you give it all you have and you leave puke, you know, when you're just fucking throwing up, you're sweating, you're done, you're exhausted. That's the fucking 9 yards. That's gonna be exponentially growth out there. It's gonna make every dream a reality for you. To live a life of remembrance.
You put your body through that much rigorous activity, it doesn't like it. It learns to fight back, grow itself from its normality into something of extraordinary measure, something of, you know, head-turning fucking biceps. People are like, oh my God, look at that guy, you know? That's you they're looking at. Or it's not. Maybe it's too hot here for you. You know, like you're no one else in here. Maybe you decided to take today off. How many of those days you have for the rest of your life before your life is just forgotten about?
You've got to realize what is, could be better, and how can it be better. Then you apply those values to it, to create it, knowing it will get worse before it gets better. This transformation here is the same as in the gym. You went in there, yeah, you're good, whatever else, but you're gonna rip your body down, hit failure over and over again. You might puke, you might cry, you might sweat blood, sweat and tears. I'm not gonna be the victim anymore. I'm gonna identify the problem solve, fix it, whatever it takes, and override it. When you do that, not only are you a betterment of a person, but you have the belief and the confidence that what the fuck's next? What else can I overcome? And the answer to that question is anything. Anything. But if you sit back and you war game it, and you're not moving forward, and you just, you know, you start thinking, all right, how am I gonna do it? Hesitation builds. With hesitation comes fear of failure.
When you guys find that burn and you lift, get excited. That's the heat of transformation. That's what's gonna change everything for you. Don't be so anxious to finish the set. Once you get that burn, fucking dwell in it as long as you can. The longer you're in that burn state, the more shit is gonna change for you. Don't rush to get out of it. That's what I'm saying at the very end. Even though you've already done a great set, man, you killed yourself. You went 95% more than anyone else does. But it doesn't mean you're not comparing yourself to them. You're comparing yourself to where you were, where you want to go.
Go for long-term pleasure. Long-term pleasure is usually encased by short-term pain. Meaning, you go to the gym and you actually work hard, you get in shape to get that long-term pleasure. Far too often people will go for a short-term pleasure, but it's really just a casing around long-term pain. So they do shortcuts and they get a temporary satisfaction right away, but then they pay on the back end.
If you don't find the value, for me, Ranger School, if I didn't have the value of what the Ranger tab meant to me, not my dad or my mom or girlfriend, to me, no fucking way I made it to it. But I wanted to be part of it. Fucking high society. Now, high society's in my head. What I thought was high society. We all have different high societies. We all have different dreams. For me, that was a dream. That meant a lot to me.
I get up, I go to the gym in the morning, I book in my day, I go to the gym in the morning and the evening. Why? Is that overtraining? Maybe it is a little bit overtraining. But I'm not after the vanity of the mirror, guys. I'm after the physical, the mental high I get from the gym. You know, the greatest high in the world. That's why I double it up, man. Even though I'm exhausted, I go in there because I love it, man. I love the energy and I love the people in there. I love everyone, you know, just giving it their all. I like being in that fucking environment. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I'm part of an entity that's larger than I could ever be.
The holy ground. The holy ground that created the life form, the energy, the fucking voltage of life. That higher ground's within us too. It's the belief of what we can be. Inside of us is two people. One person is what everyone else outside looking in sees. The other person is what who the fuck you are sees from within. That's the holy ground, guys. Everyone has it.
As soon as your brain says, I'm gonna fucking do it, your body finds a way to do it. You know, if your mind is already there, your body will find a way to follow and get there. It's a mind-body, that's why the gym is it's a backbone to my success in every genre of life. Because I get that mental body-mind connection, that mental physical connection. Every morning, I get my dose of that drug, you know what I mean? I get my high, and that high is good for about 24 hours, until I'm back in the gym again.
Everybody has a 24-hour day. There's very few use all 24 hours for the betterment of what tomorrow can be. Today, we take this hour and a half workout, and we ensure we have no regrets on what's coming. Because things like limitation, fear, excuses, they don't exist. We left them at the fucking door with our ego. We're in here only for betterment. Let's go.
Your most valuable asset is the perseverance you learned along the way, which is now also bled over to all theaters of life to make you more successful in your relationship and your business career and everything else. But let's say that business career now all of a sudden, because you loved it so much, like Jobs did, you know, and Buffett did, they loved what they did. Now I want to do that every day. I want to wake up every day and do what I love. How fortunate is that? At the toppest level of competition, everyone's got the talent, everyone's got the perseverance, everyone has it all, and everyone wants it. But somebody wants it more. Someone's heartbeat is constantly beating for it. Not just when people are watching, not just in training, but when they're sleeping, they're dreaming of it. It's a constant cycle. How do you know when you're on the right path? When the small nuances in life that people don't really value, they consider a nuisance, you consider them as valuable as the big events when everyone is watching. Get the edge. Own it. Work for it. Fight for it. Caress it. Give birth to it. With that comes whatever dream you want. It begins today, it continues tomorrow, and it never fucking dies.
Why are we always thinking about the fears, the worst case scenario? All we do is put all that energy in there. Why don't we put the energy into the dreams that can be? The reason why you're doing that, if you are putting all that time and effort into fears instead of your dreams, it's because you're not doing this enough. You're not in here killing yourself enough. You're not working hard enough. You're not studying hard enough. You're not burning the midnight oil every night, which prevents you from staying awake in the midnight hours later in life wondering what it could have been. You erase that shit through all of this fucking payment, guys. It's free. You don't need to shoot up for it. You don't need to snort. You sweat for it. You take whatever's normal and you do a little extra to it. That's what makes it extraordinary. Look at the wording, ordinary plus a little extra. What's that extra? No, that's what makes the difference, man. The extra rep. Getting up an extra half hour earlier. Saying you're sorry to somebody one extra time. Those little extras combined to a word called extra with ordinary together to make extraordinary.
Headstrong, because that's how you have to be. Mentally tough up here. If you guys mentally believe you can do it, your body will find a way physically to make it happen. If you are short up here, it doesn't matter what you do with these guys, it will never materialize into anything. No dream will ever become reality. Winners, the difference between them and the spectators is that the winners have a belief that overrides the crowd's disbelief every single time.
You know, the growth comes from hitting it, exhausting it, finding the burn, and keeping the burn alive. If you take too much time in between sets off, the fire goes out. That fire is what heats up that clay and you can start molding it. Don't let it go out, guys. Let it go out when you leave here, when you give it all the nutrition, rebuild. Don't talk in here. Perform in here. You're never gonna come up short, man. You're gonna pay your dues today, so when it matters tomorrow, all your effort, all your potential is left there at the moment that opportunity arises. So it doesn't go unnoticed, unpassed, guys. You guys must believe in yourself enough to be the person now of what others will remember you for later. It begins right fucking now. If you don't believe that you are that person now, no one's gonna give a shit to remember you for it later.
Success is first found with hatred before ever inspiration. Because you're parallel with these fucking losers when you first starting out. And you start to climb and it makes them feel like shit because they are who they fucking are. And now all of a sudden you're basically, without saying a word, letting them know how weak they are because how strong you are. So therefore they're sitting there and they hating you for it. But as you keep climbing, then no longer can they defute the truth.
It's sad when people look in the past for the greatest moment. I think they should work hard in knowing the greatest moment's about to be. The past is wonderful, you're proud of it and you respect it. It's made you who you are now. Even the failures, they've all made you strong enough to be this person now, to embark on the opportunity about to come. My greatest moments are probably the moments where I hit rock bottom, where everything was against the wall, where I failed and I had to find intestinal fortitude with no one around and pick my ass up and reface what knocked me down. This time beating it.
Your body's still capable to do it right now, with or without that fear of death. But with the fear of death, that time's running out. Better drink all the milk, make use of everything we can. All of a sudden, why do we have to wait then to make it happen? It's coming regardless, man. Roger, your buddies came a lot earlier. Quest, I had to watch it for 18 months. Mine might be up today, I don't know. I'm cool with it though. Because up until now, I've done everything I wanted to do. There's some things I wish I could have done better. I don't regret them. Why don't I regret them? Because I showed up.
What the fuck you get in the gym for? What's your purpose? If you don't have a purpose to your action won't have any results. I guarantee you that person's in the gym just to check the box and he's been there. He hasn't pushed himself to physical burning out, so therefore he's never going to see any success in the gym. Therefore he's never going to fall in love with the process and the sweat equity of it and the mind-body connection he'll never get. And sure enough, that gym membership will go unused very shortly and he'll burn out.
I don't listen to these fuckers. I don't listen to anybody below me. I don't even listen to my same level. I listen to people above that done more than me. I want their advice. Stop looking like you got shit all over yourself. Because that's why they're coming up to you trying to tell you something, pitch you something. Because they're basically giving you an insult, saying, hey man, you're doing it all wrong, you shouldn't be doing it, you shouldn't be doing that. Because you look like you don't know what the fuck you're doing. We're putting the work in now, so we never wonder what if. Not run by the clock. Run by our desire where we want to go tomorrow. Our competition's fucking asleep right now. We're getting ahead of that competition. The margins between first and loser, the second place finisher, growing and growing and growing. They're all gonna fight for second place. They won't be able to keep up with you. That's being on the right path, man.
We all know when we're relaxed exactly the person we want to become. The question is, do we believe we can become it? Without that belief, every journey will run into a debate. A debate is when pain starts to fill the body. You weigh the temporary pain versus a lifetime of pride. What are you gonna do? How bad do you want it?
When you're on that 10th rep, you're like, oh, that's good enough. That's not good enough. You said 15. So I don't care if you got a light in the weight. You're going to hit fucking 15. Or you're going to grab one of these weak motherfuckers in here. Like, get the fuck over here. You're not doing anything over there but jaw chapping. Get over here and do something on purpose. Help me get 5 fucking more. There is no like, oh, that's good enough. Because we don't know if it's good enough, do we? No, we don't. It's not until the nth hour, the last minute, you know, when everything's on the line, if your hand's hella victorious or not, do we know if it's good enough? Just you. Mano to mano. Who's talking inside? Is there anything left? You're at the bottom of the barrel. No place to go but up. That's the voice that carries your weak ass, pathetic ass that everyone said goodbye to and left. To get the fuck up, find the intestinal fortitude, stand back up in a cloudy day until the sun comes out. That is your finest hour. That's the positive confidence of pride, not the negative confidence of ego. We're worried about other people. Winners are found every moment, guys, in the choices we make. Our character is defined by the choices we make on a moment-to-moment basis. It all adds up to the win. And don't give me that shit. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, it's how you play the game, all that bullshit. If that was so true, then why are there scoreboards?
You know, life is a pursuit of happiness, the pursuit of excellence. There's never a day that arrives that you say, I'm good, I made it. Never. You might say it to other people, but there will never be a day inside. That voice will never say, hey, we're done talking, man. You did it. You did everything we were supposed to do. Because it doesn't work that way. It's a journey that starts and never ends. It ends when we die.
If your mouth is a window to your body, then the nutrition that comes through your mouth enables your body to grow strong and have a capable fundamental structure of whatever you want to do physically. Your eyes are the window to your soul of belief, inspiration, the willpower. And just like when you put something in your mouth and you chew it, it can either enhance the physique of yourself or be the demise depending on what you're eating. The same goes true with what you see.
You're looking at yourself yesterday compared to now. It's like a golf game. You're always trying to beat your last score. That's progress, man. You don't get that sense of confidence by going through society's rhyme the reasons. You know, you do your own thing, especially when everyone else isn't doing it and they call you crazy or whatever else. Oh, you're in here and people driving by being like, what the fuck's that guy doing up so late? Well, what's up so late mean? I don't know. It's the moments in life, the decisions you make on a moment-to-moment basis that add up to be the guy or not the guy.
This day and age, guys, big problem with society is people talk a game they can't walk. So they continue to say they can do something, but when it comes time to do it, they can't do it. So all they're doing is just talking shit. And it's a really negative cancer that runs throughout society. I can't stand those people that talk shit. The only thing worse than someone talking shit is a shitter that talks.
If everyone just walked their talk and never sold out, when they found a true friend, they backed that friend when they needed help, knowing they'd back them too, not the other way around. They take advantage. It's character, guys. The integrity of industry, what equals success in this industry, is built on the rock of character of who you are. And what you do today, the jobs you take today, will either be the deterrent, destruction, or the highlight of what's to come.
Burning out does not exist in the physical state. It only exists in the mental state. Meaning physically, if you do not burn out, if you do not take every set to failure and beyond and push yourself and burn out, you will not grow. You must go through the flames of burning out to find strength and growth physically. And after your workout, after every single set and every single rep, you give it all you have and your partner pushes you past failure 2 or 3 reps and you burn out and you burn out and you burn out.
If we don't believe it, this can't do anything. That's what makes it dangerous, man. When you fall in love with the transformation, the construction site that other people say, caution, excuse me, pardon me for our inconvenience and everything else, for the way this looks. I don't pardon shit. I say you better fucking take notes. Because this right here is gonna make it for you too, man. You can stop being the wannabe. You can become it. You can stop hoping and start demanding it. You can stop being the student taking notes and become the subject matter expert that others try to emulate and take notes on.
You know, the things in life that are most valuable, most desired upon, are things you can't buy, but every motherfucker can earn if they want them bad enough. Do you? You know you can do it. You're standing your own fucking way. So why don't you stop?
That tires the old you, man. The shit that's no longer acceptable in your life. Beat that shit the fuck out of you. Had it with yourself with that. Had it with all those times that you came up short. Not because you didn't have the ability, because you didn't have the heart. Unacceptable. The hardest thing in life, guys, isn't doing this stuff. Isn't going past your current levels of comfort. Hitting new levels. Getting knocked in your ass. That's not the hard part of life. The hard part of life is when you don't have the time to do this anymore. And you didn't achieve everything you wanted to do. And you look back on your life knowing there were pockets throughout your existence where you could have applied yourself.
If you're thinking like, you know, is the grass greener on the other side, working out, you know, I mean, this year, New Year's resolution, all that stuff's coming up, man. You know, make a goal, stick to it. I promise you the past year is so much greener on the other side. You gotta pay that dues, you know, you gotta work long enough until that clay, you remember I told you about the clay, warms up where you can start molding it. And then you're gonna get addicted like Chris is. Chris is there, he's into the promised land. And when you're in that promised land, you're addicted to it and you love it, man.
It is pouring right now, and everyone's probably hibernating and going inside and sleeping it off, and oh, it's too wet and everything else. No, this is the environment, guys. This is what you don't wait for the perfect environment externally. You make it happen today. You go out there and you run in the rain. You get down there and start knocking out push-ups and everything else in a puddle of mud. You're gonna feel this resilience, this confidence inside of you. It's gonna be a little nugget of life. You add all those nuggets. That's the fucking difference, guys, of being remembered and being forgotten. We hear a lot of these trainers and stuff. You know, first of all, these fucking trainers, half of them look like they need a fucking trainer to begin with. But anyway, they're preaching, these people, you know, you just push it, and the clients who are paying them money, along with the gym membership to come here, right, are telling them, oh, how many do I have to do? How many do you have to fucking do? As many as it's gonna take to transform that fat ass you're fucking carrying around. Why do you have to ask such a stupid question?
Isn't it about time you become that person you knew you always could be? How do you do that? You break the fucking mold, guys. You get the fuck out of bed when it's cold, when it's early. You do something away from the normality of what you've been doing. That's psychotic behavior. Doing the same thing, expecting a different result doesn't work that way. You must switch up the mainframe. Switch it up if you want a different result, man. Why not try it, man? Shock the system. Start with an earthquake, man. What I mean by that is, yeah, get up at 4 in the fucking morning one day. Just one day. Commit to one day. Try it. See how it feels. Getting up that fucking early when everyone else is asleep, or it's that cold, when everybody else says, no, this is not comfortable, we shouldn't do this. You say, yes, motherfucker, I'm gonna introduce myself to it. You gotta love yourself in order to love somebody else, guys. You gotta be whole and happy with who you are if you never help somebody else out. People say, oh, it's selfish to just care about yourself. Well, if you need some fixing and reworking, it's not selfish, because you can get yourself better and then be able to really lend a hand in an honest way to somebody to really help them out. Anyone that's around you guys that's been for the last couple of years that's always complaining and this and that, kick them to the fucking curb, man.
Some people think, you know, oh, I don't have the genetics for it. I don't have the potential, you know, all this stuff. And so they shoot themselves in the foot. You know, they start thinking negatively that I can never do it because I don't have the genetics. I guarantee you, in every single feat, in every single triumph, every single hero we look up to, a role model, they have failed 1,000,000 times before they ever succeeded. So at the end of the day, what matters isn't the genetics, isn't the potential. What matters is the perseverance to always go to battle, you know?
You learn more from failure than you ever will from success. So showing up and getting knocked on your ass, finding intestinal fortitude, stand back up and re-face that endeavor is going to be the overriding factor that makes a difference. How do you know when you're doing those things? The small things in life add up to those big monumental things. When I say the small things, it's a character building block, that your name means something. You hold value to your name. If you drop trash on the ground, you pick it up because that's your responsibility. You hold value to yourself. When you shake someone's hand, you look them in the eye and give them a firm handshake because you're here for a purpose. Chaos promotes change. That's what happens in our life. We get older, things happen, things are taken from us, things we earn, lose, everything happens. It's a change, revolving. It's a wave of life that you either surf or you get tumbled by. I'm always using metaphors, guys, so I got another one for you. This is called a coffee cup metaphor. Coffee cup is in your hand, your option. If you want to jingle that motherfucker, looking for some loose change and beg it, or if you want to drink a latte in your fucking Maserati going down the street, your option. Chaos, we create one or the other. You're either going to be a bum on the street or a guy, a millionaire in the hills. Your option.
Everyone with these dreams of what they're gonna do,
All the talk, the gander, with no fucking action. Saying they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, they're gonna do that. When do you start to do it, is my question. The value of life, the lessons of life, these building blocks happen with action along the journey. Prior to starting the journey, you decide you're gonna do it for the right reasons, and then you get going. You get into it, and you figure it out along the way. You don't sit there at the starting block wargaming and wargaming and wargaming and thinking of every situation and how it might work, how it won't work, how to do this, how to do that. Just sitting there spinning in circles like a fucking Looney Tune. You get going.
When you start taking responsibility for your actions, you start to find the belief in what you're doing, the passion behind it. You create value in what you're doing. There's no longer mundane tasks. Everything has a purpose and an end state. There's a direction to a designation. If you don't like the designation you're going to, well, you can't change that overnight. You cannot change it overnight. But you can change the direction overnight. Success is constant movement. Constant movement. Never letting the weight drop until a pain sets the low mentality. That's growth. Every single time you pick something up, you pick it up for a purpose. That's why everything has a purpose, everything has a result. We're here to get stronger. In order to get stronger, we must fail. Accept that. Know that who we are right now is not who we are, but where we are. We're going forward with the belief. Our belief, guys, drives this workout. Believe in the difference you can be. Stop being average when your potential is crying to come outside and be more than that.
And when I'm in the gym, I'm there for myself. I'm there for, to check the box in a progressive mission statement of what I'm about. I'm there to get ahead. I'm there to improve where I was when I woke up that morning. That's why I'm there. I'm not there for social hour or improve social status or small talk with people or anything else or any of that stuff. I don't give value to third parties in the gym. They don't pay my bills. I don't give them fucking value. I don't need them. They didn't get me there. When I leave, they ain't coming with me. So fuck them, man. I'm there for myself.
But it all starts again with a small step. When you're building a house, it's one brick to another brick. Doesn't seem like much. But when you make millions of them and you look at a structure, holy shit, that's awesome. It seems overwhelming. Break the fucker down. Same with our goals. We have this monumental task. We're gonna be this, epic person later in life, That starts today doing something right.
You should be very proud of yourself right now, Came in here with a desire. You put action to that desire. That combination explodes into potential, whatever you want to make happen. This world is your playground, man, if you want it to be. Everything that's you ever dreamed of becoming. Some human made it happen. The only difference between that human and you all create equally, right? Except up here, we have the ability to enhance or to destroy this guy.
It's early in the morning right now. Half these motherfuckers are so sleepy. We're not. Because there's only so much time in the day. And we can't let it pass by. Most of these people are going to get up and go to work 9 to 5, right? Put their 8 hours a day in. They're not being paid by the hour. They're being paid for the value they provide in that hour. So when we walk in here and kill this fucking workout, the hour it is no guaranteed success. Don't be those guys. Come in here, man. You go in there and you fucking kill it. And when you kill it in there, man, you come out here, I don't give a shit what goes down. Part of your day is fucking a check, man. You did it right. And when you do it right once, it makes it easier the second time to do it right later in the day. It's a wave of positive energy, man. Abdominal assault, man. We call it assault because you're assaulting an objective. That objective is the high ground of life that you want to get to.
Champions, let success be. If you had to talk about the success guys, you cheapen the accomplishment altogether. The true champions are quiet. The critics of life, these fucking parasites of society, has never seen the crowd from the field of view. They've also never taken a breath of air that's mixed with anxiety and pressure. They know no victory nor defeat because they never put themselves at risk. They never shown up. They've never walked their talk. So therefore, we tell them to go fuck themselves in their opinion. We don't care what they fucking say. All we care about is people that can perform. And those guys and girls, they don't need to talk.
Because success doesn't define you. You define the success, guys. That's really key. So for me, I said before, success is scary to me. Once I find success in something, like in the military, I was successful in everything else. I saw the light go out on the challenge. I got scared of that. I jumped out of there. Because if there's no challenge,
then there's no motivating force to pursue and become better in. And without that, then you get stagnant, complacent. And then the worst thing happens. Success starts to define you, or who you are.
Doing the same thing over and over again does not challenge us, so therefore we cannot grow from it. It's putting yourself through the fire constantly. That leads to the character of the individual and the will. That's where that is born and bred from. Otherwise it becomes benign, monotonous, boring. It's the challenges of life that creates the will and the confidence of the individual. The perishable aspects, meaning if you don't use it, you lose it. Just like in the gym, if you don't work out, you go soft. If you don't challenge your confidence level of who you are, well then you'll get soft mentally. When you leave the gym, you leave a stronger person. That's one day. Consecutive days of that makes a big fucking year. A year that this time next year, people are gonna be blown away. Blown away. How the hell did you do this? I don't even recognize you. That kind of role model power. The feeling I feel right now, as bad as it feels, is a fucking hell of a lot better feeling than a life where you throw the towel in. That's something you never recover from. Tomorrow morning, I'll wake up stronger. I'll feel alive, and I'll have the belief and confidence backing me up after a good night's rest. I can only get better. When the towel's down in life, there's no more rounds, man. You threw it in. I feel like shit right now, but I can pick the towel back up. I'm gonna be stronger tomorrow, the next round. Life, guys, it's the plan of action. If you don't have the plan, I guarantee you someone's gonna use you as part of their fucking plan. Everything starts from within, guys, before it's ever blossomed for someone else to see it. Your motives gotta be the same way. Everything has to be internal. The internal pride of someone, the confidence, the positive confidence, not the negative confidence of external ego. You're trying to get their likability on third parties. That's subjective nature shit. You can't control it. All you can control is what you do and how you see it. Again, the truth, whatever the truth, undeniable truth is, it's not as strong as your perception of how you see that truth.
They say they want to do all this stuff because they're pure. The garden of soil can grow anything inside. They have an idea. They plant an idea in the ground, provide work ethic and sacrifice, due diligence, and sweat equity, that labor of love that bears the fruit of possibilities. That you can be something. And when you fucking soar up there and you become this creation, the fucking weeds of life, the critics and the bullshitters will look up at you and hate you for it because your success reminds them of their fucking failures.
95% of the game, like I said before, is right up here, guys. If you guys fucking believe you can do this, you can eat fucking Twinkies and become the fucking man. I know there's no scientific evidence for that, guys. But I swear to you, honestly, eating right, resting, having good cardio and everything else, all these things add up to equal weights and they're all very important. But none of them mean anything without the mental fucking state that today I'm no longer being a fucking loser.
I can't tell you how many people been driving by and pulled over and stopped and taking pictures and stuff. I'm in a very desolate area here. I'm not here for their enjoyment. I'm here for my own satisfaction, my own growth. But amazing what I'm doing here by somebody giving it his all. Pushing past barriers, wanting to be more. That's so rare in life that people pull the fuck over. Stop what the fuck they're doing and get out and take pictures and stuff. Because it's inspiration. There's a lot of inspiration out here, guys.
If you don't prior study it, if you don't find the value, for me, Ranger School, if I didn't have the value of what the Ranger tab meant to me, not my dad or my mom or girlfriend, to me, no fucking way I'm making through it. But I wanted to be part of that fucking high society. Now, high society is in my head. What I thought was high society. We all have different high societies. We all have different dreams. For me, that was a dream. That meant a lot to me.
I go to the gym, I do this, I do that, but I'm not getting results. What is this? Is it the diet, or is it the protein, or is it this, or is it that, or is it that, is it that? It's you getting in your own fucking way is what it is. Humans self-deprecate themselves. Their mind will shut their body down before their body is willing to shut down. If you mentally think you can do it, your body will find a way to do it. Reserve feelings, anxieties, and you're hesitant to take that leap, and you're standing right there on the edge, and you're like, I don't know if I should go, and your body say no, and everything else, stop. Don't make that leap then, because who's about to jump is not all of you. That jump of life is too hard, guys. Take a step back, get your wits about you, your confidence, so when you do take that leap, that step back allows you to launch yourself over.
Today, I'm no longer being a fucking loser. Today, I'm gonna change my fucking path. I'm gonna get on the path of success. I don't care how long that road is. I'm gonna see it through no matter what, because you know what? I've been living enough years in this shithole. I don't wanna be here anymore. They say the greatest achievement of somebody comes right after their worst defeat. When they've hit rock bottom, hit the bottom of the barrel, they got nothing left. Everyone's given up on them. They've lost all their worldly possessions. They're dead broke on their back. It's at that point, guys, when everything's lost, that everything can be gained. There's no more ego there, is there?
If you guys do not give it your all in there, don't ever expect to become the man you dream of out here. It starts in there, or it starts in the classroom, or it starts studying at home, or having the idea in your head. That's where it starts. And then once it starts, it requires work ethic and sacrifice, due diligence. Those are the 9 yards I'm talking about. You throw that kind of effort into any kind of idea, start point, you will cross the finish line in life. You will become what that person is you want to be. Stay moving forward. Don't be stagnant. Don't allow that pond just to sit there in your backyard, you know, with no movement. What is that pond? That's stagnant water. What grows in stagnant water? Algae and shit. Mosquitoes come and infest on that shit. No one wants to come to your house and look at that shit. It smells like ass to get bitten. You know, that's a bad day. You know, put a sprinkler on that motherfucker. Get some flow in that thing so it smells good, looks good. It's a visual oasis, soothing to the ear and the eye. Yeah, well, now it's a good pond. I know it sounds like whatever, but that is it. That's life. When you push yourself that hard, you sleep easy at night. And it's not because you're physically tired. It's not because physically you're worn out that you sleep easy. It's that by going the physical exhaustion, your brain can finally rest, knowing you give it your all.
The way it is for you is blood, sweat, and tears today to create a foundation of strength for tomorrow. Those days combined into whatever dream you want to be a reality. We are always fighting for that edge, always fighting for that opportunity. So it's not past, it's not missed, but lived. We're not gonna cry about those opportunities. We're gonna smile, remember them, and thank God they came, because we were ready when they fucking came. You won't be ready. Learning how to dance in the rain and not waiting for the storm to pass. That's a good life. That's a life that's gonna grow no matter what you plant in that soil, because it's fertile. You know? This workout's it's right here in your backyard, every minute, every day waiting for you. It's dying for you to come join it. It wants you to grow. It's got your back. It's your biggest fan, your biggest supporter. Doesn't have any reserved feelings. Hidden agendas, hoping you fail so it can feel better about itself. We're in the process of becoming better. So we're gonna get in that mindset, man. Where we're gonna build our future. We're not relying on anybody else. We're relying on what the hard work of these two guys together come together as. The mindset, that empowerment is what we're gonna do right now. How we're gonna do it? Well, we're gonna do a lot of muscle confusion here. So you're trying to get something you haven't fucking deserved yet, and using steroids for that reason, you're a fucking asshole, okay? That's where everything's gonna hit the fan. You might look good for a few fucking months and stuff, and then it's all gonna get caught up. And you can tell, honestly guys, the guys that are using steroids, and this blog is not about steroids, but look at their disposition, guys. It's off. And you can tell just by looking at their skin and their proportionality of the body, if they're on roids with that bloated stomach and everything else. That is not what we're looking for. I haven't become the person I want to be yet. I don't know how much more time's left. Maybe today's the only day I got. I don't know. There's so much to do and so little time. That's all I keep thinking about. I never sit back and settle and relax on past fucking accomplishments or anything else. Bullshit. I live in the fucking present or the future. Never live in the past. I never relish in anything I used to do. All that shit's great. I'm not proud of it. That shit is made me who I am now, strong enough to tackle the next endeavor, the next endeavor, the next endeavor. Always looking forward, never looking back. Goal setting is a key to any success. Visually, mentally, you have to put yourself in that arena every single day. You have to stay focused on that. You guys have seen this, the movie The Secret, where positive thinking brings positive results into your life. I'm a big fan of that component. You've got to believe you can do it before you even try to do it. If you don't have the belief that you can do something,
then there's no purpose in even traveling down that road.
The life of inspirement, where you lead others to join you in that endeavor and create something epic that we talk about back in the day with Leonardo da Vinci or Helen Keller or, Socrates, all these people that did something beyond their scope. Back then, everyone laughed at them for being different. Let those fucking peasants of the world laugh at you now for being different, because that's beautiful. And laugh back at them for being the same motherfucker as everybody else you fucking see. Don't fucking come in here unless you got a purpose, because that purpose will cause your actions to have a result. Today begins. It never ends. Because with the birth of something, when you feel that way, that you can override anyone else's naysay or what your limitations were. Because by the way, limitations, motherfucker, limitations are somebody without belief. And excuses are created because someone needs them.
That's what I love, man. When someone achieves something, and all these people, go run into them, to interview him and stuff. But along the way, no one gave a shit. The motherfucker couldn't get arrested. Not a pot to piss, and no one gives a fuck. And then he achieves it. Now they all want to fucking find out who he is, But by the time they go to interview the guy's already 15 miles ahead on the next endeavor. Because that's what life is. The pressures, the situations that you can't buy, you have to earn.
What is life? What the fuck is your life? Are you happy with it? And if so, just the intake and outtake of breath makes you put a smile on your face? That's something your fucking mother gave you. You haven't earned that. What have you done with your life to make it something else besides the normality of everybody else? The intake and the outtake of what you call life is nothing more than time. And unless done something with, it's forgotten about. There's no footprint of your existence left for anyone else to follow. Life is time. How do you get in shape? How do you get abs? As if they're entitled to have abs. As if they're entitled to be in shape. As they're entitled to anything in life. There is no entitlement to life, guys. We live in a free world. That free world gives you the opportunity and the ability to fight for what you want, to have the entitlement. The entitlement is after the finish line. And the race is called hard work. There is no fucking entitlement without a race of hard work.
Your imagination, guys, is a preview to your life's coming attractions. If you don't have an imagination, then you don't have much to look forward to. Imagination combined with hard work, guys, will produce it in the reality. What is hard work, man? What is that? You give hard work out, right? You give that up. Guess what else you get to give up? Boredom, vices, and need. All those go away with hard work. Hard work, there's no more need in your life.
Don't believe the hype. There's so much bullshit out there. There's so many people trying to sell a scheme. The quick fix. There is no quick fix to the temporary problem that stays true later in life. There is no fix for the now that will last forever. It doesn't work that way. When you guys go through this process and you start to lose a weight and you look in the mirror and you're like, damn, man, I look good. You're not worried about picking up a chick on the beach. You're just like, fuck, I just don't even want to go to the beach. I just want to look in the mirror, man. I'm so impressed. I apply what I learned, my education. I put work ethic behind it. I went through the adversity of it, and bam, look at where I am now.
You're at the bottom of the barrel. No place to go but up. That's the voice that carries your weak ass, pathetic ass, and everyone said goodbye to and left. To get the fuck up, find the intestinal fortitude, stand back up in a cloudy day until the sun comes out. That is your finest hour. That's the positive confidence of pride, not the negative confidence of ego. Where you're worried about other people.
Third party can only believe so much in you. It's up to you to really believe in yourself if you really want to create change.
Success is first found with hatred before ever inspiration. Because you're parallel with these fucking losers when you're first starting out. And you start to climb. And it makes them feel like shit because they are who they fucking are. And now all of a sudden, you're basically, without saying a word, letting them know how weak they are because how strong you are. So therefore, they're sitting there and they're hating you for it.
Don't be scared to fail. And know wherever you are right now is not who you are, it's just where you are. You know? And if you fall, man, fall forward. Don't fall on your ass. You know, when they say it can't be done,
You know, tell them you haven't tried yet. You know, can't be done by someone else. But I can't say that because I haven't tried it. And then you go try it.